Federal Appeals Court grants temporary approval to Postal Service's election mail rule. This requires states to submit voter lists tied to barcoded ballots in order for them to be mailed. If you're interested in topics like this and other legal analysis, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on those notifications as I cover new and old court decisions with my expert analysis as a multi-state attorney of 48 years. This is Dr. David D. Shine for Business Law 101. In 2020, the Postal Service made changes to the collection, processing, and delivery of mail. The states of New York, New Jersey, and Hawaii, and the cities of New York and San Francisco filed suit, arguing that the postal changes would affect voting by mail in the November 2020 election. They did not follow a statutory review scheme which was in place. In the trial court's view, the review scheme of the Postal Service provided a separate avenue for relief that did not displace the court's original jurisdiction over the suits against the Postal Service. The trial court also emphasized that the review scheme would not provide the states with meaningful judicial review because the commission may take up to 90 days to act on an administrative complaint, and the states needed immediate relief ahead of the November election. The trial court did enter a preliminary injunction against the postal changes and just 2 years later granted summary judgment for the plaintiffs. The U.S. government appealed to have the trial court decision overturned. The appeals court concluded that the trial court had no jurisdiction over that claim because Congress created a review scheme that channels certain complaints about the Postal Service policies first to the Postal Regulatory Commission with subsequent review in the appeals court. The statutory review scheme displaced that trial court's jurisdiction over the plaintiff's claims. The appeals court therefore vacated the grant of summary judgment to the plaintiffs. In turn, this is a win for election integrity since mail ballots submitted to the Postal Service will have to meet specific rules put forward in 2020. So that could be a big impact in the 2026 and 2028 elections. Thanks for joining us as we break down court decisions, business disputes, and legal issues shaping the world around us. If you've enjoyed today's episode, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this with someone who wants to understand the law without all that legal mumbo-jumbo. Have an interesting case or business story you'd like us to cover? Send it our way. It may appear in a future episode. And if you've missed any of our previous segments or want to hear one again, check us out at our website, DrDaveSavesAmerica.com. Now let's all go out and consciously get along with our neighbors. Let's reduce the violence and discord in our wonderful country. This is Dr. David D. Shine for Business Law 101. See you next time.